better. Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. Joey Sly's going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. No one's around him. He's got space. The 30. The 10. He's at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's a James Cook touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Julius Chestnut to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Titans to the line now. First and 10.
Tag! 60 Vikings, 18.
Coming out throwing. Here's Ward. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's Ward. He finds Chigakopo for the grab. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
60 Eagles, 6.
Ward setting up to throw. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now they're going to face third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready up.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk. Come on. 60 Eagles. Get ready.
No throw, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ready?
First and 10, it's Pollard. Rolling into enemy territory. And he takes it down to the 33. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Great opening drive continues. First and 10 at the 33.
Here we go. Set. Hey, ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. That's complete to Alec Manor. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Ready.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Ready. Go.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Vaughn Jones with a tackle on that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Let's go now.
Ward now on third down. That's him on the quick hitter. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, it's Ward. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Bills get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. He rolls to his right. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
From the red zone on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Defense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Here's Chestnut on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
I'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here we go, here we go. Ready,
Ward off the play fake. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And they're going to touch him down as they line up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Titans have a 1st.
At the 49-yard line.
Again, Ward going to the air. He's going to push one deep down the right. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Titans, 1st down.
Here we go. 70,
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Case the motion man. First down throw here for Ward. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Ready. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And the Titans, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. So they'll be facing 2nd and goal coming up as we reach the end of 1. Our score, 14-0. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score.
Ready? 76. Ready?
He gets it again. And this time he makes it. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a one-score game in the first half. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the grab game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has it downfield, working the left. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Here's Chestnut on the return. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's looking for Alec Iomana, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Ready?
Ward setting the pass. He finds Helm, right side. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. 3rd and long for him here. He's able to hit Ridley, complete. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the
18
24-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Titans have a first.
Ready, set.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go, 19 line.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get it.
Slot man motioned over.
Ready?
First and 10 here. Ward. That's Iomana with the catch outright. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Ready? Ready?
Throwing it again here. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
They'll take over first and 10.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Allen on the play action. Buying some time right. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Allen setting up play action. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. They will go. It's Allen. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
A gain of 15. And the Bills first down.
Allen now on first down. Hits his running back. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Buys time, rolling right. Rolling, and takes a deep shot down the middle. He's got it inside the 10! And in, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Pass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Titans 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Here's Chestnut on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Titans take over first and
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's looking deep once again. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. So we'll take the interception back inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
1st and 10 from the 32. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Allen to throw. On the move, headed right. Caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Bass on for the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Bills continue piling onto this lead.
Somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Hey, somebody gotta do it. I say watch do it. We survived outside off from the music. Hey, turn this TV off. And with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
For the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chip.
Bass now to kick this away.
If they act out.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. Going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. And they don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go.